Just wanted to go over the micro DOW trade from yesterday. You can see on that 4-hour chart right here, Trend Cloud is telling us that we are extended. So this trend is extended. As you know, there's 5 waves in an average trend, and we are up here in the 13th, 14th wave. So Trend Cloud is just letting us know, hey, this thing has been going on for a while. Let's sit on our hands, wait for that pullback, and then choose another direction. Now, we did get the retest of the opening range. And if you do have Trend Cloud, you can put the opening range tool right here on your chart, gives you a nice bar, lets you know where the opening range is taking place, and automatically puts all the lines on the chart for you. Also, the Globex trap indicator, that's also with your Trend Cloud system as well. And you can put that on your chart. And it's a great way to look at the overnight session. So today, what happened is we're in this extended trend on the high time frame. And a lot of people always ask, how do you know when you're in a corrective phase? How do you know when you're in an impulse phase? Well, if you go to your Trend Cloud cycle indicator, this is a timing indicator, and it clearly tells you whether or not you're in an impulse phase or a corrective phase. So what is an impulse phase? Let's go over to the 4-hour chart here, and you can see clearly you're in an uptrend, right? I love having a visual representation of price on my chart, and that's exactly why I programmed Trend Cloud to do this, okay? I need a visual representation of trend. I need a visual representation of price and momentum across multiple time frames, okay? I need to do that because if not, and I'm just looking at, this, okay, sometimes it gets a little confusing. But if you put your Trend Cloud on here, everything is put on there for you. Candles are green, Trend Cloud is green. Hey, we're in an uptrend. Make it objective. So what is impulse phase? What is a corrective phase? Go to your highest time frame. In this case, we're looking at futures, so we're looking at the 4-hour chart. If you're looking at stocks, I would use the daily. But you can see here we're in an uptrend. And do you see how the Trend Cloud cycle indicator is green and pointing up? Well, that means you are in an impulse phase. You're impulsing in the direction of the trend. See how Trend Cloud cycle indicator is pointing down and it's red? That means you're in a corrective phase. So this candle here is just starting to break out to the upside, and that is represented by that little black line right here. That's %K. This is a modified stochastic indicator that I learned how to program from this hedge fund manager last year that I did an internship with. Really smart guy, showed me how to do this. I love it. I use it on all my charts. You want to know if you're in an impulse phase or a corrective phase because you want to go with that flow, especially if it's on your highest time frame. So highest time frame always takes precedence, right? We like to take the context of our trade off of the highest time frame. So right here, we can see, hey, look, we're in an uptrend and the trend is extended. This is going to fail soon, right? We don't know when, but we know that it's extended. And what price likes to do is likes to break back below the Trend Cloud. And this right here, this line in the sand, that's the 50 simple moving average. And I made that specifically adjustable in the Trend Cloud system itself. If you want to manipulate this, like using the 55 exponential, because that's actually a Fibonacci number, right? So you can play around with that and document that data. But we're using the 50 simple here every day in the live room. And when price becomes extended on any time frame, it usually wants to pull below 50 simple and recalculate and then do something. So the idea is when we start to see this movement down here in this corrective phase, we want to ride that corrective phase because on the high time frame, that's going to be a really deep pullback. And on the lower time frames, it's actually going to look like trend reversal. Okay, and trend reversal is very easy to see if you've got Trend Cloud on your chart, because it's going to show it to you. Okay, so look at how long the Dow has been going up here pulls back, makes another move, and I'm going to show you what we did yesterday. But as you can see right here, went extended. My goodness, it just went extended. And then right here, you see that plus sign, that black plus sign? That is the trend cloud crossover signal telling you, hey, this thing is getting ready to reverse. And what does it do? Well, it does make a move down, but then reverses again back to the upside. And then we make this really nice move up. Okay, so if you look at that and line this stuff up, if you line up trend and momentum, and I made it very clear on Trend Cloud because I color coordinated all of the charts. So I can see trend and momentum lined up together across multiple time frames. That's when I take my trade. So right now, the high time frame is telling me we're in this corrective move, but we're just starting to impulse back up. And you can see it's represented by momentum. This is a modified MACD that I built as well. Learned that from my hedge fund manager guy. And it is starting to point back up. So we have momentum up on the highest time frame. And if you go to the middle time frame, which is your trending chart, you can see our momentum indicator. This is a CCI indicator, works fantastic, was invented by Richard Lambert back in 1980. It's the Commodity Channel Index, and it works beautifully on the commodities market. And that is what this is designed to do. If you see that your CCI signal is above this green line here, which is positive 100, that means you have a very strong move to the upside, which also means if you're above positive 100 here on your CCI, you can take those pullbacks into your demand zones very confidently. And using that for about 2 years now. Fantastic, fantastic odds enhancer there. So let's go back to yesterday and I will show you the move that took place. So you got trend across multiple time frames to the upside. What do you get? Oh, looky there. You get a breakout to the upside on your opening range breakout. So trend and momentum are up across multiple time frames. That's got to tell you something. And I love having a visual representation of that on my charts. And here we have it. Let's do a replay of yesterday. When we're looking at this right here, there you go, 9:15 in the morning, Tuesday, December 19th. What do we have going on here? Look at your high time frame, uptrend. Where is the middle time frame? Right here. Aha, middle time frame, we're in an uptrend as well. So we have trend across multiple time frames to the upside. Good, I like that. How about momentum? CCI indicator, above positive 100. In fact, it's above positive 200. Okay, very good. We like that. High time frame momentum, green. There's our momentum filter. So we have momentum across multiple time frames. Momentum and trend across multiple time frames. Now, our timing indicator here is telling us that we're in an impulse phase. This is an uptrend on the high time frame, and it is green, meaning we are impulsing to the upside, and we've got momentum across multiple time frames to the upside. Okay, so you should be thinking now going long, right? We want to go long. Well, how do we do that? Let's employ the opening range breakout retest. So what I've got here now is a price action mapping system that's giving me a play-by-play of trend, momentum, support and resistance, supply and demand across multiple time frames. All 6 of those elements are encompassed inside of the trend cloud system. So right here, we've got the opening range breakout. We know we've got momentum and trend to the upside across multiple time frames. We're impulsing up because we're in this impulse phase. So what do? We definitely want to take this long. We can take the retest of the opening range. Let's open this up because we are ready. Now watch what happens here when I move forward. See that orange line that takes place? That gets put on your chart right away if you are using the opening range tool. See that? And it puts all the lines, support and resistance lines on your chart and draws out the opening range for you. Okay. Do you see right here that we're also getting a trend cloud signal? We actually got a trend cloud signal at 6:15 in the morning. I start looking at this thing around 7 a.m. I find that from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. gives me the strongest moves of the day. And that's when I trade. So right here, we've got the opening range and a trend cloud signal. So this signal tells me I can take the trade long when it breaks above this candle. So let's just buy. This is the micro. So buy 3 contracts. Stop loss goes below the candle that created the signal. Okay, I made it very simple. So that's a $100 risk. Let's move forward right here. Now we get this breakout to the upside and we move forward, and right there, candles start to turn ice blue. That is my way of saying, hey, the trend has become extended and we've got to really tighten up on this stop. So grab that stop loss. I like to bring it just a little bit above break even right there. And then we start to move forward. We move forward and candles are ice blue. And what you can do is you can start trailing your stop. Very simple and objective. That's what I like. And I like having everything color coordinated because before the market opens, before the opening range breakout forms, I've got my Globex trap on there. I can see the previous market data. Everything's color coordinated and I can easily see trend and momentum across multiple time frames. That is half your battle. The other half of the battle is managing that trade. This is a very important aspect, all right? So candles have gone ice blue. The trend is extended. I've got to be real careful now. I don't want to give away any profit. So we move forward and there we go. 7th wave up. And we're just starting a new Globex trap here. Now, what's happening here? We start to pull back. We hit that resistance level right here. That is telling me, hey, I really want to start to close out of this trade because, first of all, it's super late in the day. We've actually gone into the after hours data here. And if you're like me, I love it when the day trade turns into the swing trade. Trend cloud allows me to hang on and let those winners run. So there we go. I'm going to flatten out here and I'm going to pocket that money. That's money in the bank. Okay. Now we move forward some more. We do get another trend cloud signal, but right here we are super extended, right? And now we are into the next day here. Now it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm sleeping. I made my money and that's it for me. And then today we sat on our hands because this thing just took off to the upside and we didn't get any trend cloud signals here because we're in this sort of 15-minute sideways movement there. So I hope that helped, guys. That is how I approach the market, and that's how I look at trend and momentum across multiple time frames using what I built, and it's called Trend Cloud. If you'd like more information, just click the link at the end of this video, and it will tell you more about Trend Cloud. Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon.